One of the fastest ways to destroy your trading account is thinking that you're smarter than the market. Because ego in trading is so dangerous. It makes traders ignore their rules, you increase your risk, you refuse to accept losses, you force trades that aren't really there. And the worst part is that most of you don't realize that ego is controlling you until it's over. So welcome back to episode 4 of The Trader's Mind. This is the series where we're doing a deep dive into the psychological aspects which are ruining your trading currently. This episode is all about your ego in trading, and this is such an important thing for you guys to understand because it happens to everyone. And my name is Brandon. I've been trading for over 4.5 years and I trade out here in Dubai full time. So what does ego actually look like? Most people think ego is just arrogance. But in trading, it's so much deeper than that. Ego is the emotional attachment to being right all the time. And it's when you stop focusing on execution and start focusing on trying to prove yourself. And there's so many ways that ego shows up in your real trading, such as revenge trading after a loss, forcing trades, over leveraging, revenge trading, showing off your profits, and ignoring any sort of risk management. So now trading has stopped becoming probability and you following a strict plan. It's now purely personal. An ego in trading is a bit like trying to have an argument with the ocean. The ocean doesn't care how confident you are. The ocean doesn't care how much you throw at it. It's always going to do what it wants. And it's the same with the markets. They don't care what your opinion is. They don't care if you think you're right or wrong. They don't care if you need this next trade to win. They will move the way they want to move. And that moment where you think that you have to be right, that is when you start destroying your accounts. So how does ego actually develop? Because when you start trading, obviously your ego is very low because you know you're a beginner, but your ego slowly starts to build up over time. It actually gets worse for traders who have been trading for a longer period of time. So the first point is if you just had a decent winning streak, because ego often grows after success. You hit a good streak, or maybe you pass a prop firm challenge, or maybe you get your first payout. But then slowly your discipline is going to start to disappear. You'll begin to increase your risk. You'll stop skipping your confirmations. You just think that every trade you place is going to be right. And you're trading way more aggressively. Because that confidence, I get it, of having a winning streak is now slowly turning into overconfidence. That overconfidence is building your ego to something that you're not yet. And as soon as that ego, that overconfidence starts coming over you because of this winning streak, you will hit a losing trade. And when you hit that losing trade, you won't be able to accept it. And that's when you'll break your rules and then you'll lose all that profit you made with that nice winning streak you just had because you couldn't accept to be wrong that one trade. Secondly, a big issue is social media. It honestly makes trading so much worse for your ego. You're consistently comparing yourself to other traders, what their profits are, what cars they drive, what they're trading, how many trades they got correct, their lifestyle that they're living. You start comparing yourself to them. As you think you're becoming a better trader, you feel like you need to be one of them. So then you start sharing all your profits, videos of yourself making money, but then you've built this kind of brand that you're always correct and that you have so much money. But then as soon as a loss happens, you lose a trade, you feel really bad because you can't post that day, or you feel like you need to make it up. And your ego is just growing and growing and growing. And I get it, you're just trying to do it for the camera, but whilst you're doing it for the camera, you're also lying to yourself. So if you're lying to yourself, you'll slowly start to believe it. So your ego is going to grow even more inside of you, which is just going to ruin your trading over time. And thirdly, it's the need to be right. But what you need to think of is trading is purely probabilities. You are not going to win a trade every single time. If you've got a 60% win rate, you're going to lose 4 out of every 10 trades. You're going to lose 8 out of every 20. You need to prepare yourself that you're going to take these losses. Because if you're not prepared to take these losses, you're going to have that need to be correct all the time. If you need to be correct all the time, that's when you take a loss, that's when you place another trade, that's when that loses, and you feel like you need to make more and more and more to get back. If, for example, say you have $1,000 in an account, you lose 50%, you've gone down to $500 in your account now. You now need to make 100% to get back to $1,000, even though you lost 50. And that is going to play on your mind. And that is because you're risking too much, your ego's too big, you want to be right all the time, and you're just going to slowly destroy your trading time and time again because you couldn't accept to take that one loss. So how is your ego actively destroying your trading? Unfortunately, ego is usually quite silent. You don't know that your ego is at play until it's over, until you wake up the next day, or sometimes you might never notice it. And it goes into your brain where you think you're the best trader to ever exist. You think you know better than everyone else. You think you're right all the time. You think you're the best trader there has ever been. And you start to believe that because that's how the human brain works. If you've ever told a lie and you've told it time and time again, you start to believe it yourself. It's the same with your ego. Your ego is lying to you and you're believing it. So it's like when a trade potentially is losing, you're basically going to go, well, no, I'm definitely right. Let me just widen my stop loss. Let me just remove my stop loss because it's definitely going the way I thought it was. Or you start to increase your risk because you just feel like every trade you take wins, so I might as well increase my risk. Again, hugely negative thing you can do for your trading. And then you revenge trade. Say you've been on a big winning streak. You take a loss and you're like, well, it's one loss, but I've had 10 wins in a row. So I'm just going to take another trade and that should win as well. Probability wise, it should win and I'll make my money back. But usually that doesn't happen because it's your ego and your emotions at play. And the thing is, everyone has experienced ego in trading. I have, all the other mentors and YouTubers you watch about trading have had to deal with ego, and you're dealing with ego right now. And I get it. You hit a few good trades, you feel unstoppable. And then you start to basically take trades that you normally wouldn't take. You risk bigger, you're trading more emotionally, you're acting impulsively, and then everything just starts to go wrong. But you feel like the only way to get out of that kind of hole that you've put yourself in because of your ego is by still having an ego and trying to climb out to the top as quickly as possible. It's not how it works. So how are you actually going to control this ego? How are you going to improve? Because you're never going to be able to get rid of ego. But how can you control it? I have 4 rules that I follow myself to help with my ego. So these should help you guys as well. Rule 1 is you need to detach your identity from your results. You are not your P&L. You are not your last trade. Good trading is about quality and consistency over time, not trying to prove yourself daily. Not, oh, I took a win one day, I'm an amazing trader. I took a loss another day, I'm a shit trader. No, you need to look at it over the long period. You need to expand everything and not judge yourself off the P&L of one trading day. Rule 2 is you need to stay process focused. The best traders focus on process, not the outcome. Not emotional highs, not trying to look impressive to other people. They just focus on the process. And if you follow that process, the outcome that you desire will get there. If you purely focus on that outcome and you don't focus on the process to actually get there, you'll never reach it. So focus on the process only. It's following your rules, sticking to your plan, taking your setups, trading once per day. If you follow that, you will see your outcome. Rule 3 is you need to respect your risk because the market will punish arrogance so quickly. Second, you start to feel like you're invincible, that you're the best trader ever, the market will humble you and it will humble you big time. So if you don't have the correct risk management, you could risk losing everything that you built. So stick solidly to your risk management plan. Don't deviate from it. All right, you might feel good about yourself for winning the last 10 trades. But do not, under any circumstances, start playing around with your risk management because you will destroy your account. And rule number 4, this is the most important one for your ego, is you need to accept that losses are completely normal in trading. There is no trader out there, regardless of how good they are, how much experience they've had, where they have won 100% of their trades. It's impossible. And I get it, your ego, it hates taking losses. I understand that. I know it's tough. I know it's tough to sit there after a loss and completely try and forget about it and wait until the next trading day. But you need to accept that losses are normal. As I mentioned earlier, if you have a 60% win rate, you need to understand that you're going to lose 4 out of every 10 trades. And if you don't know what your average win rate is at the moment, go back through the last 3 to 6 months of your trading, if you're fairly new to it, and find out your win rate. And then you can sit there and be like, okay, maybe you have a 40% win rate. All right, now you need to understand that you're going to lose 6 out of every 10. So you just need to work it out, and then you can prepare yourself. Because, you know, you might get to your third losing trade. It's like, okay, this is my win rate though. I might have to go through 1 or 2 more losses and I'll get out of it. But you need to accept that you're going to take losses. So at the end of the day, ego is such a huge player in why traders just stay unprofitable. Can't accept that they're gonna have to be wrong. They can't accept that if they're on a winning streak, it will end. And you need to understand, you are not the best trader there is. I am certainly not the best trader, and I know that. But if you are on a winning streak or you think you're the best thing ever and you're fairly new to trading, you will get humbled and your ego will get hit. So just try and control your ego first, because when you do go through hard times with your trading, because you will, you'll be ready for it. Otherwise you'll spiral out of control and everything you've built up over the last months and years will disappear so quickly. And I know that because I have done that. But if you feel like you need extra help with your discipline, your psychology, your mindset, you can book a one-on-one call with myself and we can really do a deep dive into what the triggers are, what's causing it, how to improve, and how to turn you actually profitable. But if you don't want to do that, of course, that's absolutely fine. I still have my free Telegram group for you guys to join. I also have a trading plan builder and a trading journal, so you guys can use those as well. So if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video.